Well, good morning, good morning. I'm happy to have with me today Wes Childress and Allison McGee from Feeding Southwest Virginia. Now, I know you've probably heard of Feeding Southwest Virginia, but maybe you didn't know a lot about the program. And that's what we're going to talk about today because they're actually in our area. And have food pantries. So we want to talk about that and just provide you with a little more knowledge about what they do in our community. So thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having
There's
us.
a lot of questions that I have for you. I hope we've got enough time to get them in.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, when we talk about Feeding Southwest Virginia, tell me actually a little bit about it, how long it's been around.
Yeah, I'd love to. So Feeding Southwest Virginia has been around since 1981.
Okay.
So it's been around for a long time, serving our community, communities as a whole for a very long time. Actually, our president and CEO, Pamela Irvine, was current president and CEO. Was actually the founder as well. So she's been running the program since day one. She's been really spearheading it to where it is today. And it's been amazing to be able to see it grow. It started off in the Allegheny Highlands region, then moved into the Roanoke area, and continually moved into Abingdon area. As she kept seeing the need, obviously, of food insecurity and hunger in our region, she kept growing the program more and more. She signed up for it to be part of a food bank at the time called Second Harvest, now called Feeding America. And so whenever that became a national recognized food bank, it started to grow more and more. And now it serves 26 counties and 9 cities. We move through about $30 million worth of food every single year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between a food bank and a food pantry?
Yeah, great question. So a food bank brings in all those resources. So all the food that's needed, so donated food, grants, money, all these different things to be able to get all the food purchased so that we can then distribute it. So like a bank, it is there to store and to safely store it. So we have quality assurance that goes through each and every single can to make sure that it isn't expired, to make sure it's not open, to make sure it is going, that is a quality product. And then from there, the food pantry will then work with us and get the resources needed for their community. So then they'll come to us and say, hey, we need this much food for our community. We'll be able to supply them that amount of food. They can then go into their community and then hand that food directly to their neighbors.
Now, do these food pantries have to pay for that food? Through
Yes,
the food
lots
bank?
of times, yeah.
Okay, so they have to pay for that food.
Mm-hmm.
All right, tell me about the food pantries in our area and where they're located.
We work with about 7 different food pantries as a whole between Martinsville and Henry County.
Okay.
And so to name off 2 of the ones that work with us the closest, I would say is Henry County Food Pantry and Disaster Relief Food Ministry.
Now, where are they located?
Henry County Food Bank actually just passed it on the way in here. It's right near the Bassett headquarters. And then the...
Bassett. So you're talking about the former Bassett High School?
Yes.
Okay, the HDJB Center?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the Disaster Relief Food Ministry, I know it's in Martinsville. I'm not quite familiar with exactly where. I have it written here.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere. It is on 24A Governor Stanley Highway, Bassett. So it is just right down the road here.
Okay. So we actually, and you're saying we have 7 food pantries in this area?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so the food bank provides the food to the food pantries.
Correct. Yes.
And then the food pantries distribute them.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, but they're having to pay for that in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So yeah. Do you want to speak?
It's mainly just handling fees that they're paying for,
Right.
though.
Okay.
So they're not essentially paying for the food, more for just the kind of the handling and the shipping. If you think about this in big terms, we're basically a distribution center. And so we store all of the food at the distribution center. And as Wes said, we store everything in a safe manner, and then we distribute it out to the agencies. We deliver to some pick up, and then from there they can distribute directly to the neighbors and give the food to the neighbors in their local community. So that helps us really have outreach into all of these communities that we serve.
Okay. So if there is a cost for it, how can people get involved in helping with that? Or how do they help with the cost of that?
Yeah, great question. So whenever we are working through the cost, so you're talking about, let me ask a clarifying question. Are you talking about the cost for the food bank, or are you talking about the cost for the food pantries?
No, probably
The food bank.
Yeah, the food bank.
Okay, gotcha. So for the food bank, right now, our inventory is actually down 16%. So donations are down, meaning that whenever people are giving food, our donation of food is down. So whenever we have to then go back out and purchase more food, because we know the demand of the pantries are up because they're asking for food for their neighbors. So that means that we need to supply them with that food. So we have to go out and then purchase this food for them. And so whenever we buy a truckload of food, it's about $40,000 for each truckload of food to make up for that inventory lack of. So we have to come to that understanding that we have to buy this amount of food to then be able to supply these neighbors with the needs that they're looking for, so they can have food on their table.
Now, I know that you also go out into the community, like a mobile marketplace. Tell me how that works.
Yeah, so Wes has explained a little bit about our agencies that are a direct extension of us that are distributing food to neighbors. We also have some direct client service programs, and our mobile marketplace is one of those wonderful programs that goes out to the community and it serves our clients directly. So how we describe this, our mobile marketplace is really a grocery store on wheels. And like I said, we go out to communities, we take fresh fruits and vegetables and items, everything is very low priced, and we take it out and we meet our neighbors where they are in the communities that we serve. We have about 27 locations throughout Southwest Virginia that we go to each month. And again, it's just really about access. A lot of our sites are in locations that lack access to a grocery store or a food bank or a food pantry. So those neighbors don't have access to that fresh food. They may be shopping at a convenience store or a Dollar Tree where they can't get fresh fruits and vegetables. And for the trucks that come here, about 50 to 60% of the food that we bring is produce. And this is fresh food. We get this food fresh every week from our grocery store partners, Kroger and Food City, or we get fresh produce from local farmers. So this isn't donated food, this is fresh food that we're bringing out to the communities that we're serving to our neighbors.
Are there any mobile marketplace locations here in our area?
There are. We have 2 locations here. So what we do with our mobile marketplace is we set up at the same date, time, and location every month. So our neighbors are familiar with when they can come see us each month. And we set up in Martinsville. We're at the YMCA on Starling Avenue, right there in the parking lot. And we're there the 4th Monday of every month from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay.
We are also set up in Henry County at the HJDB Center. That's the old high school right there next to the library on Riverside Drive. And we're there every month on the first Thursday from 12 noon to 2 p.m. So we invite neighbors in the community to come out and see us because we offer great low prices. Everything you purchase with us is cheaper than you can buy it in the grocery store. So we want more neighbors to come out and take advantage of these great prices because you know how high groceries are today, right? People are struggling to purchase groceries and we can help them with this program.
Now, when you talk about this program and coming to different locations in the area, can anyone come, or is this?
Yes, this program is open to everybody. Some of our programs have income restrictions. This one does not. So we are open for anybody to come out and shop with us, and we invite the community to come out and see us.
So when they come out to shop, tell me what I can expect. Do I see produce and all laying out there with a price on it, just like I would in a grocery store? And I have to make sure that I have the cash available, or what type of money do you take?
Yeah, let's talk about that. So we're set up a little bit like a farmer's market. We do accept credit, debit, and EBT, so no cash.
Okay.
And we have several different ways that you can shop with us. So we have drive-through models. So if you don't want to get out of your car, you can drive up. We hand you a grocery form, and you just select the items that you want. Our staff will collect all of those items. We can take your payment, and we can load everything into your car, and you can be on your way. And this is great for neighbors that might be mobility impaired or seniors that maybe just don't want to get out of their car. They're not physically able to get out of their car. They love shopping that way. We also have some neighbors that want to walk up and talk to us. They want to see and touch the produce. They want to read the labels to check sodium or sugar or fat content. And so we welcome neighbors to shop with us that way as well, and many do.
When you talk about the people in the community, do you have any idea actually how many people you serve here locally?
We do. Right now, we have about 10 or 15 individuals that are coming out to each market every month. We've got the capacity to serve about triple that. So we're really hoping to spread the word here. You're not going to be able to purchase groceries any cheaper. It's just a great service to get discounted groceries, but it's fresh food, and we just really want people to come out and take advantage of this great program.
But you know, when you talk about how many people that you serve in the community, and you'd like to see more served, evidently.
Yes.
But you have to have those local community partners helping you with this.
Yes.
Have you seen the help here that you need?
We do. We have some great community partners here. We've worked with the Harvest Foundation really from day one. They've been a great supporter, and they're helping us do some marketing and advertising centered around our mobile marketplace program. Wes mentioned two of our best agency partners that we work really closely with. So Henry County Food Pantry and Miss Sharon Mills there, and then Jimmy and Carol Willard with Disaster Relief Ministries. They've been instrumental in helping us get the word out to their neighbors. And we set up alongside them at some of our sites. We set up alongside our pantries and our agency partners, so a neighbor can come out and get a box, their free food box for the month, and then they can come over with us and purchase low price items with us. We also, of course, the YMCA, what a great partner to let us set up in their, right there in their parking lot. So we do have some great partners. We welcome more partners to come out. Our goal is that this would be a community event every single month where nonprofits will come up and set up alongside of us so that our neighbors can come out and get lots of programs and services right there in one location. So that's our ultimate goal with this program.
So it doesn't take low income to be able to go. I mean, do you ask any questions when these people show up?
We do not. No, it is open to anybody. The way we are pretty strategically set up in low access areas, so we do often see lower income individuals that come out. We have a lot of SNAP customers, and one thing that's great about this program is that we're a Fresh Match outlet. So all of our SNAP customers can purchase their produce at 50% off, and that just allows them to stretch their SNAP dollars that much further. We're also, like I said, often alongside one of our partner agencies or our mobile food pantry. So many neighbors are able to come out and get multiple services at one time.
All right. All right, now tell me again the locations and the times, date and times for this.
So in Martinsville, we're set up in the parking lot at the YMCA on Starling Avenue. We're always there the fourth Monday of the month from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then in Henry County, we're set up at the HJDB Center. That's the old high school. That's what most people say, oh, the old high school. Yes, right there on Riverside near the library. And we're there the first Thursday of every month from 12 noon to 2 p.m. And of course, if we have a lot of customers, we'll stay later to serve everybody until everybody's able to get food.
Now, with what you're doing, and of course, it surprises me that not more people are taking advantage of a program like this with the high cost of groceries, particularly produce anymore. Anytime that you can help feed a family at cheaper, I mean, it looks like you would want to do that. But do you have any testimonials, maybe people that you have actually helped? I mean, are these testimonials something that I'm sure that's what drives you, because when you hear that you are doing something for someone, these are testimonies that would probably stick in your mind. Do you have any that you could share with me?
We do. I have a few that I'll share, but word of mouth really is the best way, to get information out about this program, and that's what we find. Thank you for having us today. This is a great way also to get the word out. But often our clients that come out and utilize the program, that go tell their friends and family, are just a great way to get information out there. But we do have a customer, and this was thanks to Sharon Mills. She'll do an email blast or a text blast to her neighbors that come out to her pantry to share about the mobile marketplace. And she had done that, and there was a brand new customer that came out, and she had just moved to the area, and she hadn't got her SNAP set up yet in Virginia. She was from out of state, but she'd heard about it and she wanted to come see it. She was very health conscious, and so she was looking at all the fruits and vegetables that we had. She was very excited to get them, but she didn't have her SNAP money yet. And there was another customer that overheard what was going on, and that customer came and paid for her groceries, for this new client's groceries. And she used her SNAP card, so she was able to stretch those dollars further and get a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables for this new client that had come out. And so ever since then, we've seen that new client every single month. She was so appreciative of that. And we do have another client. We actually call her our mobile marketplace #1 fan. And she travels to multiple sites, including here in Martinsville, to come see us every single month. She has a lot of health conditions, and so she has to eat very, very healthy. And she uses SNAP, and she budgets her SNAP dollars every month to be able to purchase the fresh fruits and vegetables that we have. And then from there, she takes things and she will freeze them and can them so that her supply will last throughout the entire winter. And she's been a great advocate. She's brought friends and family out to the mobile marketplace so that they can take advantage of the great program and the cheaper prices as well.
Okay, so I want to reiterate, it's not based on your economic status, your economic condition. Anybody can come to one of the food pantries that we have here in the area. No questions asked.
So anybody
right?
can come to the mobile marketplace
Mobile
program.
marketplace,
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
Okay, they can come. And you don't take cash, so it has to be a credit card or an EBT card?
Credit, debit, or EBT, yes.
Okay, and no questions are asked?
And no questions are asked.
Okay, it's just trying to provide a healthier way of life.
And access. And access to food to communities that lack that access, and fresh foods. People really want fruits and vegetables. When we first started this, I think the misconception is that people don't care about fresh foods, that they just want shelf-stable or unhealthy foods. And if you look at the sales, our top 4 or 5 items are produce items. People love the access to the fresh produce. We do carry a lot of other items as well. We do carry some canned fruits and vegetables. We carry a lot of low sodium, low sugar, low fat items because we are very health conscious. We have a diabetic section, so sugar-free for anybody that has diabetes. They can come out and
Really?
get
Now
those
that's important.
It is important, and you wouldn't believe how many customers come up and they want to read the labels because they can't eat certain things.
Sure, sodium. Sodium and
is
sugar,
huge.
yeah.
We carry a lot of staples like peanut butter and jelly. We have cheeses, butters, things like that. We also carry meal type items. So you can get cereals or oatmeal. You can get taco kits. You can get spaghetti noodles and sauce. So you can make full meals. And then of course around the holidays, you'll find special items. Before Thanksgiving and Christmas, we had turkeys at a great price for our neighbors. They sold out really quickly. We had cranberry sauce, stuffing. So we always try to make it fun for the holidays and switch out our products so we make sure that, it's interesting. You want different options when you shop, right? You don't want the same items all the time. So we try to make sure we're evolving. We also take requests. So our customers have the opportunity on their grocery form to fill out, what else would you like to see that we don't have? And we've implemented a lot of items based on that, including our diabetic section. We had so many requests for low sugar items for neighbors that had diabetes. And so we run 2 trucks, but both trucks have implemented that diabetic section because of that, based on neighbor feedback.
So both of the locations that we have here carry those products?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can go from one to the other if you choose to?
Yes, we have many loyal mobile marketplace customers that will travel to multiple sites each month, and they're welcome to do that.
All right, again, what do you hope for this program? What would you like to see in the future for this program?
My hope is that it'll grow. We want more community members to come out and take advantage of these low prices because, like we talked about, groceries are so high today, and we can really help people save money so they can stretch their dollars further. The SNAP clients can just stretch their dollars further so they can get more food. We'd also love to grow this into a community event. And we do have that in some of the communities that we go to. We have other nonprofits that set up alongside of us, so our neighbors can come to one location and get multiple have access to multiple programs and services, and that saves them time and money because they don't have to travel. It saves gas money. They don't have to travel to multiple locations. They can get everything in one spot. So that's what we would love to see this evolve to over time.
Okay. Very worthwhile program, and I know that you have community partners here that are willing to work with you to advance the program, but you would like to see more participation, more people coming out. And who doesn't want to save on their grocery bill? Who doesn't want to eat healthier? You know?
Yeah.
And this is an opportunity for them to do that. And it's not based on, because so many times people fall through the cracks and they're not at a level where they're considered poverty, but they're just barely making ends meet. And being able to eat healthy, particularly with children, should be a priority.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on today. You've enlightened me about Feeding Southwest America and the programs that are available and where they're located.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us. We appreciate you helping us get the word out and just educating your viewers about Feeding Southwest Virginia and all the great programs we have.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Stay with us. More Star News programming coming up next.